Boom, boom. Let's going on. Sample challenge reviews after show 173. Um, we couldn't get everybody in here, but we got to do the show regardless. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to the brothers that came in. We got Beatnerd in last week's winner. We got BeatraXx. We got CTFX. Of course, my partner Rockoleone. We got Direct Control. We got G-ology. And I'm gonna pass it over to my brother, Mr. Beatnerd. We have top five, 56 beats this week. Who is top five? I mean,
All
number
right,
five.
number five. Well, first, before I begin, the way I did all this was, and first of all, hats off to everyone that participated. I mean, I had a lot of fun listening, but it was a headache trying to weed through everything. So, but it was really, 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 really intense. Like the music, I really enjoyed it. So everybody did their thing. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Number five, Paul. Paul, who? First of all, the reason I picked Paul was his. It's been a long time since I heard a grown up style track, and what I mean by that is you can hear that in a juke joint, you can hear that anywhere,
It was
and you
feel
just start
good.
moving. That's exactly what it is. It was feel good all the way around. So definitely was that's my fifth pick.
Well, Paul Who wasn't able to make it. I wasn't
Um,
able to get it, but he was with
my
us last week.
fourth one, CTFX. Here's here's
TFX.
why.
Yeah,
Here's
Okay.
CTFX.
here's why.
That's crazy.
I don't think that style and the way he does it gets a nod the way it should. Because first of all, I started off as a house producer. I was producing
Mm.
house music 86, 87, 88, 89. People don't know how intricate it is and precise things have to be to really get a groove like that. And when I listen to it, it's like another thing. It's feel good. Uh, and he brings it every time, and I just really, really, really enjoy listening to it. It's one of those tracks. His music is one of those things I could just let play in the background while I'm working and enjoy it. So
Let's get
that's
So
hats
Yeah,
off CTFX.
CTFX. Yeah,
we have
also.
CTFX in the building. We get to see who he is. CTFX. Where you from?
From Portugal, Lisbon,
Portugal.
Portugal.
Oh, it's from
And
Portugal.
how
Yeah.
long you been making music for?
Uh, I don't know, 20 something years.
Oh, nice. So what do you use to make beats?
Uh, Ableton.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
mm.
Oh. Mm.
And that's what you started with. What did you start when you first started making beats?
When I started, basically at the same time as Beatnerd, um, in the computer, uh, basically when the computers came out, we had only one software which was Fast Track. I think it was one of the first sample based computer programs that were created for
Wow.
Windows, basically. Windows MS DOS. Um, Back then, it was very complicated. But once I started using digital audio workstations, was I started to use what's it called,
Mm.
Oh, okay.
The
acid
best. I said,
from Sonic Foundry, then
hey,
from Sony, and
yeah,
once it changed to Magic, I started using
Joe.
Ableton.
Yo, and I wanna say because you told me because you hit me in the past and you told me I don't know my music is not the same what everybody's doing. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Still get in it like you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think because you're hearing, a bunch of boom bap or something that you still can't do you. Because like now you see you caught Jamal's attention. He's like, yo, I want to put him in my
Yeah,
top. You know what I mean? Like, boom, 'cause he liked how you did it and everything. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he understands it. You never
Well,
know.
Yeah,
one thing, Chris, one thing we put out there is for the viewers, for those who are going to be watching this, they need to understand the origins of hip hop. How first of all, 120, 115 BPM. Cats, that's what MCs was rhyming over. That's what they were flowing over. And you know, in the 80s, and Chris, you were there, Rocco, you were there. Remember, it was hip house. Remember that?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the link between them. It's always, there's always been a marriage between that style of music and with hip. It's always been a marriage through the years.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
CTFX,
Oh.
stay with us, man. For real, stay with us, brother.
Love
You
you.
know what I mean? We appreciate you, man.
Techno, that hip house, you know what I'm saying? That house music all night long.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out Todd Terry.
Girl, our house, you.
All right, so
No, no.
who was number 3?
Number 3, my brother from VA, G-ology.
What up? What up?
I chose G-ology. For one thing, not only his consistency, he's always bringing it, but with this one here, he added more, how can I say, he added more texture to this style, to this sound, and he played with my ears. And I love, that's what I mean by last week when I said I'm looking for unique. His stood out to me with that was he played with my ears with his track. So, yo,
That's what's up, man. Respect, brother. Yes, sir.
You.
Geology's from VA, and he's been probably
From
making
VA,
music forever,
yeah.
too, and he got the Renaissance. I got the X
Like
now, the MPC X.
20 some years. Yes, sir. The X is the truth. I love it. I love it. It's so beast. Yes, sir.
Definitely.
I'm honored. I'm my stutter. Here we go again. But like,
No,
I'm
you good,
honored
we with you, man.
to be in anyone's
the top 5. Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So respect, brother.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Man. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate
Yes, sir.
you.
All right.
It's hard
Yep,
to get.
yep.
It's hard to get Geology to get in these chats too. We like, come on, Stress. I'm like, come on, we need you in. He's like, all right.
Bro, I ain't a talker, man. I'm not a talker.
He's an actor, man, with them drum pads and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Salute you, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to hear your
Word
voice.
up, Rocco.
And I know that
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Geology, what needs to be put out there, Geology's got a project he's working on with, and part of it with 9MM and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
watch out for them 9 tracks. Geology's gonna
Word
be
up.
happy.
Yes, sir.
He did the president's joint. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
definitely. I know he got shout out to Hoodie Music. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But,
Yep.
who was number 2?
Number 2, my man Yannick.
Yannick. Oof. Yeah.
Yannick has been with produce. I think Yannick started right before I did, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
in
he
Producers
every
Corner.
week too.
Yeah, he started right. So he, yeah, and his track not only did he embody the essence of doing lo-fi, but he made it so groovy that I could not. I listened to that. I listened to that at least 10 times. It was just it just caught my everything is subjective. Remember this. Judging this, putting all this is subjective. It just caught it just stayed with me all the way through. It was just I just could not stop listening to it. So he's number 2.
And
Nice.
he's where is he from? Netherlands? Where exactly is he from? I wanted him to be in here, but he said he couldn't. He wasn't able to do it because he had to do some things in his personal life.
Yeah, he that's the thing about it. He stays busy. So for him to keep dropping tracks in every week says a lot because he stays
Yannick,
busy.
Shout out to you, Yannick, man. Definitely shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to Yannick,
every
man.
single
Yeah.
week, man. You like a continuous every week, and then beat number 1. Who made number 1?
Number 1, Bender.
Bender.
Hoodie Music, huh?
Yeah.
Bender blew me out of my seat.
Craig Cunningham.
Yep. Craig Cunningham from Australia. He blew me out of my seat. And that's another thing. Another thing with his was, like I said, there were a lot, but what made his stand out was again, he played with my ears. If you, for one thing, oh, that's another thing. I'm sorry. Side note. I listen to everyone's track on speakers or on a system, and then I listen to everyone's again with headphones.
Mm. Mm.
So the
He takes
deciding
music
factor came
serious.
through on
That's what's up.
headphones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's you know that it's a different. It adds an extra. You know, I was listening for extra elements, and Bender just did it. It again play with my ears in the headphones. So you
All
know,
right.
Nice.
big ups to Craig
Salute to
Bender, man.
Bender.
I have to say
Yeah.
Bender. I think Bender's probably sleeping at this time. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all right.
He's
He'll
already 15 hours ahead.
yeah, he'll wake
Yeah.
up, see this, and he'll curse me out. I know him.
And I'll go to Rocco. Rocco, who's your pick?
My pick, my honorable mention this week is Direct Control. You know what I'm saying?
Direct
Mm.
Control.
Salute
Thanks,
Direct
man.
Control.
All right, Direct Control.
Welcome,
We had
man.
you. We had you before in here. Before I continue, what was the reason why
Yep.
Rocco? You just the track about it that made you?
Out the gate, just out the gate, it was raw. You know what I'm saying? Of course, authentic hip hop, the boom bap, easy to perform and rap to. You know what I'm saying? The Prodigy sample was dope. That fit nice in with it, and the mix was great. So you know what I mean?
So Direct Control. Where are you from?
Hey guys, I'm from Serbia. That's
Right.
eastern part of the Europe. Yeah, it's also known as the Balkans.
Yes.
Mm.
All right.
So yeah,
How long you been making
not
beats?
not Siberia, it's Serbia.
Serbia. Okay. Yeah, I
Serbia.
find
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fault. How long you been making beats for?
I've been making hip hop beats for almost 2 years or something like that. But I have
Yeah,
a background
sounds like
history
longer.
in
Damn.
yeah, I have a background history in music production. So I
What do
used
you
to
use
do
to
a
make
lot
beats?
of no, I used to make a lot of like electro stuff, electro funk, and you know the old school mixed with the new school. Most like breaks with vocoders and old synthesizers and stuff like that.
What do you use
Nice.
to make beats?
For this beat, I use the MPC Live, but I have like 2500 and 1K also.
Nice.
Mm.
But
You've been
nowadays I
making beats for
only use
2
the
years?
live because
Damn. You said you
yeah,
only been making
the
beats for 2 years? Damn, that's crazy.
yeah.
It
Hip
sounds
hop
like
beats for
longer
2 years.
than that. You know what I mean? It sounds like, but
And
congratulations, man. I finally got to get you in here because you were in a previous and you couldn't get in last time.
yeah, we had some troubles with the app. Yeah.
Damn, stick with us, man, definitely. And I gotta go
Yeah.
with my pick. My pick this week was BeatraXx and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh.
BeatraXx fucking
Oh.
beat just hit me a certain way. I like the way you did the sound, my
Thank
brother,
you.
man. I love that sound. Like it was real dirty, and you know that's the kind of stuff I really actually like. BeatraXx, where are you from?
I'm from Réunion Island in the Indian Ocean, but it's island in French island. Yeah, and yeah, from here, and I'm happy. I'm happy what you say to me. That wow.
That's
Yeah.
how long have you been making beats for?
Oh, I begin in 1999, 1999.
Wow, 22 years.
2000 on computer with in the first time I start with Wave Studio. Wave Studio after Acid Sonic Foundry. And after I want to change, I want to feel the pad, and I buy this.
Oh, okay, all right. You
Oh, the
got the Jamal sound.
SP404.
Yeah,
That's
you
what Jamal
got that
used.
Jamal
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
That's
That's
my
where that
weapon of
sound.
choice. That's my weapon of choice.
Yeah, but now I work on the SP 406, and I love this machine, but I hear when the people say, "Yeah, it's too limited. It's too." For me, no. It's the way you use the machine.
Yep.
You know, there's a big producer in electronic music, Jean-Michel Jarre. He say
Yeah.
it's not important to have so many hardware, so many instruments. You take the essential, and with this you do the best you can, because the 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 brain essential in in the beat making, the beat maker, it's here.
Yes, sir.
And
It's
take
the man
here,
behind the
and
machine. Yeah.
yeah, and in the machine, it's you know, I work, but for me, it's a pleasure, a big pleasure. It's passion. It's you know,
Yeah.
Definitely. And to spread, you've
a
been
lot
with
of
us.
love, a lot of love.
You've
Yeah.
been with us for a long time too. You've been with us like real early. You know what I'm saying? Like,
In the some challenge.
yeah. You've been with us for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here since the episode 6.
See, yeah, you go
Episode
way back.
6.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Been here.
Yeah. But you know, it's for me the TPC. It's like the music. It's evolution. Evolution. You know, when I say I'm here since the episode 6, and I see the TPC. You know,
Yeah, we all one
big,
family. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
yeah,
Learn
yeah.
all
We went through so many changes and switch ups.
Yeah. Yes, so many changes.
Yeah.
You're right, you're right, and it's for when you and Chris say it's love, it's for us, and we every week we hear every week we hear. Where you know, I do when I make a beat for the challenge. It's always a pleasure. You know, it's not the you know, for me it's not a competition. For me,
Yeah.
it's just make beats. You know, I got the sample. Yeah, well, good. Right, here we go. No. Oh, I got this version. I want to put this version, and you know, I don't think about another is it beat is so dope. I never hear the track of other challengers before I make beats. Never. I hear after.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I do that, if I hear the beat, in my mind I say, damn, this beat is so dope. Can I do? Can I give more that he done? No, and no. For me, it's passion. It's not a competition. And when I send my track by email to Chris, when I put on the comment under the post, you know, for me, I'm happy. I say, yeah, good job,
Yeah, man.
good job.
Definitely,
And after,
definitely. That's what's up.
I
And
think
to all the people that go in and listen to the beats before it's a different type of pre-gamer, I should say. Like
Yeah.
some people going in to just, oh, let me see if I could, I don't really know where to go with this. Let me peep everybody else's.
all right.
But now when I listen ahead of time, it's like I know what not to use. Oh, these cats, let me do something else. It's not to do what they're doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like
Yeah.
it's a whole different mindset now. You know what I mean?
And just the last word, you know, where if I hear the beats before I did, example, if I hear what Beatnerd do before I do my track, I don't do my track. I said no.
Get it.
I said no. No, no, if you want to see that. Here, I hear on, yeah, off. Yes, finish.
Forget about
But remember, you said it's not a competition, so you don't got to worry about that. It'd be like,
But you still want to be dope.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
yeah. So this is because of another sample challenge 173, and next week 174. Hopefully, I could get Craig in next week because he's the winner. He's gonna, so he's got to be in it next week. I know Craig. I said PM. I told the guys 11 p.m. I should have said AM. I don't know why I said PM.
Yeah.
That's my ignorance. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, brothers, man. I hope to see all you brothers continuously to stay in here with us. You know what I mean? This the Producers Corner movement. You know what I mean? Because it's one big movement. I mean, I used to be upset like when we don't get too many beats, but you know what? It's good. 50, 60, 40 is good because then me and Rocco knows we're not going to be here for hours on the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
But and we would rather prefer quality over over quantity.
Quantity.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and we definitely had that this past show. You know what I mean? The beats were crazy. I like the
But
artifacts.
Chris,
Yeah.
what's the record of track you have to here to do the show? The record, the maximum you in the story of the TPC you had
I don't know.
to.
We hit like when we did the 100 sample challenge, we was over 100,
Yeah.
108.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
100.
saying? And that's
I
like
remember.
over a year ago. So
I remember at times there's 120
that's
or
because
30. I don't know.
that's because we was letting producers put more than one beat. You know what I mean? We don't do that
Right.
anymore. You know what I mean?
Yep.
People wouldn't
Yeah.
they wouldn't put their effort into one. They try to make four and see if they could win one of
Yeah.
them four. And we're
Yep.
like, no, we're gonna just put it down to one, up to 2 minutes, because we used to sit there like 4.5 minutes. You remember 5 minutes to listen to one beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like boom. So
That's crazy.
And we was like 2-minute warning. That came in quick.
2-minute warning. You know what I mean? 2-minute warning. The 1 beat per person, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
when we say we got 56 beats, we got 56 producers, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? And sometimes I'll look on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm like, damn, there's only 17 beats. And then Saturday it'll be 50. You know what I mean? Like because guys like sometimes wait to just give it to me. And then when we're on the show, ding,
There's always
ding,
like,
you're
yeah.
hearing them, you know what I mean? Like,
Time.
you know what I mean? Like
You know-
Jamal was a big fan of Soul City's beat this week too, and I was like, he sent it to us when we were doing the show. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo,
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Soul City. Well, you know what else, Chris, and Rocco, the biggest takeaways from what you guys have done is the growth of a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
list. There's a list of them.
Right here.
I've listened to them from the beginning all the way till now, and I'm like, wow, like
Yeah.
the growth of them. And the second
A lot of
takeaway
us,
is
man. A lot of us.
the second takeaway is cats from overseas. The fact that the alliances, the friendships, the kinships, all of it.
Yeah.
Those
definitely dope to see the
those are the
And
two biggest
sometimes it
takeaways.
goes unnoticed. It goes over our heads, and sometimes people have to tell us, like, do you know the magnitude, understand the magnitude of what you're doing and who you bringing together? And sometimes we don't. You know what I'm saying? We understand, but sometimes somebody have to put it to us like, yo, y'all got people from around the world that's doing this. So, you know what I mean? So salute to y'all, man. And a lot of us came into this thinking we was the shit, and we wasn't.
You get humbled real quick, bro. You get humbled real quick, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
The people that come in here, thinking like, man, I'll destroy everybody, and then they see like the competition, they're like, wait a minute, I didn't realize.
Oh.
Go back and listen to what you was doing, sample challenge 10 to what you probably doing now. If you still active, you like, yo, that shit was garbage. What I was doing in earlier
Yeah.
time.
But the people might not think that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's crazy because a lot of people that make beats, like say if I play some beats I made 8 years ago, people be like, yo, that shit is fire. And I'm like, yeah, but it's old and shit. But you know what I mean? It just tells you that you always had it in you somewhere with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, but I'm gonna end the show right now. You know, let you brothers get back to what y'all was doing. I appreciate all you brothers. I appreciate everybody that got in this week. You know what I mean? Get in all the sample challenges. Shout out to Bender. Shout out to Paul Who. That's it. Who else was not in here? Paul Who.
Yannick.
Yannick.
And shout out to Restless Mind. Shout out to you, Restless Mind, for getting in every week too. We acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you guys next week on the show and then after show. I'm gonna just stop recording.
Yeah.
The piece.
Hey.
Hold
See you
on.
guys.